Now you can see the word magic. And what if we rotate it like this? It changes to illusion. This is an optical illusion printed on a 3D printer. I'll show you more examples of this illusion later, but for now let's move on to another one. This is a photo of a dog with a long snout. Let's place the photo on a cutting mat. Now we cut it into vertical strips, 5 mm each. We got 30 strips. Let's put them back in place. We see the same dog again, and now you'll see what we're going to do. We move the first strip here, the second one goes under it, the third next to the first, the fourth next to the second. All odd strips go on top, all even strips go on the bottom. Look, we can already see the dog's ear both on the top and on the bottom, and we can already see the neck as well. What happens if we keep going? Exactly. From one big dog, we now have two, with shorter snouts. Now they look like puppies. And in the original photo, it almost looked like their mom. I couldn't find an official name for this effect, so I'll call it the split strip effect. Now let's take a sheet of paper the same size as the photo, and glue our puppies onto it. Cute, right? Now we place this picture like this and cut it into strips again, but this time horizontal strips, also 5 mm wide. We separate the strips left and right, odd strips to the left, even strips to the right. And look, the dog images start to appear again. But now there are 4 of them. Each one already has a neck and a nose. Let's keep sorting the pieces. Would you ever believe that from one dog photo you can make 4 just by cutting it into strips? Yes, they look like they're made of big chunky pixels, but our eyes still see dogs. Not cats, not parrots, dogs. They even look like the same breed. The background is the same, but the faces are different. Amazing. From one photo we made 2, and then 4 dogs. Here's the result with a zebra. Also pretty good. I got curious what the split strip effect could do with other images, but I got too lazy to print and cut everything by hand, so I asked AI to help me create Photoshop scripts. Let me show you how it works with the same zebra. Here, in the layer name, I type the number of strips. This command cuts the photo vertically and sorts the strips, odd ones to the left, even ones to the right. Just like with the dog photo, we got the same result as with the printed version. And this command does the same thing horizontally. That's how we got these 2 squished zebras. And since I'm the laziest person ever, I automated everything into one command. Look, I press play, and in a few seconds it's done. I didn't even finish my tea, but the best part is this. Now I can test the split strip effect with any number of strips I want. Let's try 50. Now the chunky pixels are smaller, and it looks more realistic. Let's try 100. Nice. These little zebras look even more like the mother zebra. Even the heads look normal now. Yes, sometimes extra strips appear, but that's just software imperfections, and we can ignore that. Thanks to Photoshop, I experimented with many different pictures and cut them into different numbers of strips. You can see all the results in my Telegram channel. The link is in the description. And now I'll show you the funniest ones. Here's a cat. I cut it into 60 strips. As expected, we got 4 kittens. And what happens if we do the same thing with this new image of 4 kittens? Wow, now we have 8 kittens. The faces look strange, but with 100 strips the faces look pretty good. I think if you cut it into a very large number of strips, you can keep multiplying the kittens endlessly, or until the pixels run out. Here's a chessboard. Cut into 30 strips. The numbers become 2-digit and the letters appear twice. Cut into 10 strips, the result is even more interesting. You can see it yourself. With more strips, the 4 small boards look very similar to the original big one. Here are the mini Eiffel Towers, squished in the middle, and these 4 look like they're about to fall over. Now let's try a human. Hope Elon forgives me. Cut into 30. Yeah, someone had a fun night yesterday. We need more strips. Here's 60. Better, but still looks like Minecraft. For a human face, we need more. Here's 200. Now all the Elons and all the Musks look almost the same, but perfection has no limits. Here's 500 strips. No way I could do this by hand. Here are funny results with the states of America. And here with a dollar bill. By the way, Photoshop refused to process the new style dollar. Probably thought I wanted to copy it and multiply it. The last example is a crowd of people. Look at this funny result with 30 strips. Tell me in the comments which one you liked the most. And remember, all the other examples are in the link in the description. Now let's move on to the next optical illusion. You see a yellow hexagon. It's yellow from all sides. Or is it? When you flip it, it magically changes color. Now it's blue. How is that possible? Now we have a white and a black hexagon. The left one is white, the right one is black. Let's see what happens. When we flip them, they switch places. But it's just an optical illusion. Let me show you how to make this at home. We need 2 A4 sheets of different colors. We flip one sheet upside down, apply glue to the top part, and glue the second sheet on top. Align the corners. That's important. One side is blue, the other is yellow. Now we measure 2 centimeters from the top and bottom and cut along the marks. We get a strip 2 centimeters wide. Blue on one side, yellow on the other. Now we mark 8 and 16 centimeters, draw straight lines, and cut along them. We get 2 strips 8 centimeters each. We flip one strip to the yellow side and fold the ends like this. The folds divide the strip into 3 equal parts. We take the second strip and fold it from the blue side the same way. Now we tape the strips, connect the ends, and tape them from the inside. Look, when we rotate it to certain angles, we can see either only the blue color or only the yellow one. If you spin it quickly, the eye doesn't catch the trick. Even a camera shooting 30 frames per second doesn't always see it. Here I switch between 2 frames. Still no trick visible. The color really looks like it magically changed. And in these frames, for example, you can see how this craft is actually built. You can make this illusion not only from colored paper, we also made hexagons with polka dots and checkered patterns. You can download the patterns from the link under the video. Print them, cut them out, and assemble them the same way. Just make sure to glue them correctly. When you flip them, the dark stripes must be at the bottom. This creates the effect of the pattern changing color. Here are a few examples. Here are the shapes we got. Write in the comments which pattern you liked the most. Now let's return to the illusion that started this video, the illusion where magic changes to illusion. This is how the shape looks from another angle. At first glance, you can't even tell what the 3D printer made, but at the right angle, the puzzle comes together and you clearly see real letters. Here's another example with 3D shapes. We see intersecting circles, but in the mirror they reflect as squares. And here, the opposite, squares on the shape, circles in the reflection. Here are more examples. It all depends on the viewing angle. From one side, one image, from the other side, another. If you see the picture in the center of the screen, tap it to go to the next video. And if not, subscribe so you don't miss our new uploads. And I'm not saying goodbye.